I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 6th, 2015. 5 Israelis were injured today during a vehicular terror attack in Jerusalem. The attack began outside a border police base in northern Jerusalem on Shimon HaTzadik Street, the site of a similar attack last November. In today's incident, 22-year-old Palestinian Muhammad Mahmoud Abdel Razak Salema deliberately ran over 4 female border police officers who were outside the base and then rammed into a crowd at the nearby light rail station, hitting a 51-year-old Israeli man. The 5 victims are said to be in light to moderate condition. The terrorist then emerged from his vehicle, reportedly wielding a cleaver, and attempted to attack pedestrians, but was shot by a border guard, seriously wounding the terrorist. Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat responded, saying, "We will not let terror disrupt our daily lives, and we will continue to fight it without compromise." The mayor added that all special events taking place in Jerusalem today for the Purim holiday would continue, while security throughout the city was heightened. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, meanwhile, have detained Salema's father and siblings. They are being questioned at a police station in Jerusalem. Salema, who reportedly has a criminal record, is a resident of the Arab neighborhood of Ras Al Amud in East Jerusalem. He remains hospitalized in critical condition at a Jerusalem hospital. The ex-wife of Alberto Nisman said yesterday that her late husband was indeed murdered. Speaking at a news conference yesterday, Nisman's former wife, Sandra Arroyo Salgado, called independent forensic tests done on the late Argentine special prosecutor, referencing them, saying they indicate non-accidental death and not suicide but murder. Nisman headed the investigation into the 1994 terror bombing of the Jewish Community Center of Buenos Aires, which killed 85 people. He was found dead of a gunshot wound to the head the day before he was set to present his findings to a congressional hearing in Argentina. Findings that included an alleged cover-up by Argentina's President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner of Iran's involvement in the attack. Arroyo Salgado delivered the forensic evidence behind her allegations at the state prosecutor's office in Buenos Aires yesterday. Leaders of the PLO called on the Palestinian Authority yesterday to halt all security cooperation with Israel. It was not clear whether the PA accepted the PLO's recommendation, which came out of a meeting of the group's Central Council yesterday with representatives from the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, as well as several Arab countries. The main issue the PLO reportedly based its recommendation on is Israel's withholding of tax revenue from the PA since the Palestinians decided to join the International Criminal Court in The Hague last month. Israel Radio, however, reported this morning that Israeli officials said security cooperation with the PA continues as normal. Jewish organizations today mourned the passing of the former Archbishop of New York, Cardinal Edward Egan, who died yesterday of cardiac arrest at the age of 82. National Director of the Anti-Defamation League, Abe Foxman, called Egan a loyal friend to the Jewish community who will be remembered for his dedicated service to the church and for his steadfast interfaith efforts. Both the ADL and the American Jewish Committee noted Egan spoke out while serving as Archbishop from 2000 to 2009 in New York toward the advancement of the gains of the church's Nostra Aetate document, which transformed Catholic-Jewish relations. AJC Director of Interreligious and Intergroup Relations, Rabbi Noam Marans, said Egan lived out with the Jewish people the Nostra Aetate ideal of the oneness of, quote, the community of all peoples. The historic declaration on the relation of the Church with non-Christian religions passed and was put into law in 1965 by Pope Paul VI. It stresses the bond shared between Catholics and Jews and urges dialogue to promote better understanding. The B'nai B'rith World Center in Jerusalem will launch a new virtual tour of Israel next week, allowing its members and affiliate institutions both near and far to experience the country. The program will also be available to residents at B'nai B'rith's senior housing facilities. Through live streaming and guided tours, viewers will first experience the sights and history of Jerusalem and be able to text questions to the show's hosts. Future broadcasts will show additional parts of Israel. The live virtual tour launches on March 11th. And turning now to our programming for Friday, March the 6th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 tonight from New York City's Central Synagogue. And looking ahead this weekend to Sunday, don't miss a L'chaim at 12 noon, where Mark Golub sits down with former Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Dani Ayalon. Then at 3 o'clock, more from the 2015 AIPAC National Policy Conference, with a panel discussion on the Middle East with Wall Street Journal's Bret Stephens, former National Security Advisor to Senator Joe Lieberman, Vance Surchuk, and Israeli intelligence expert Eran Lerman. And then at 7:30 Sunday night, the AIPAC opening plenary, including a discussion between Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham and Democratic Maryland Senator Ben Cardin, on stopping Iran from going nuclear. That's all coming up on Sunday on JBS, and you can find out more programming at jbstv.org. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 6th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.